So we are going to build something like this JioSaavn page. So I'll tell how to divide your tasks into small tasks, and then we will try to build it. Okay. Okay, cool. So now we'll start the lecture. We'll go into the lecture. So everyone install VS Code? Everyone has VS Code installed in your system? Don't open it. I'm just asking whether you install or not. Yes, right? Okay. So this is how a VS Code will look like, and the extension. So whenever you are going to build any HTML page, okay, so you should have extension like .html, some file name. You can see this, right? This is index is a file name for me, and .html is extension. So whenever you write .html, you're telling that I am going to code in HTML. Okay. So how to run this file in HTML? So you should right click on this. So copy path and go to browser, whatever browser you're using, go to the browser and then paste it here. Okay. So I will keep it side by side so that we can look into that. So now I will write something here. So I will write something like hi. And to see it on browser, you need to refresh the page. Refresh the page. So are you able to see this? So when I refresh, you'll get the entire thing, whatever I'm writing. Okay. So this is the basic thing on how to write in HTML. But does this make any sense to you? Means we are writing just like a Word file, right? Like a notepad file or something. We are not adding anything. We are not specifying anything. Right. So in HTML, we will have some tags to it, some tags to give everything in HTML. So those tags can be anything like paragraph. So you guys know what is paragraph, right? Everyone? So you can use paragraphs and you can use some headings. Okay. And then you can use some images. And then you can use some input boxes. Okay. And then some buttons. All these things you can build using HTML, but there should be some syntax for this, right? So whenever you want to write some paragraph, there should be some syntax. And whenever you want to write some headings, you should have some syntax. And whenever you want to keep images, you should have some syntax. So the basic syntax which HTML follows is tag names. Okay. So if you want to write paragraph, so there should be some syntax like you should write. So tag names can be anything. I'm writing as generalized. So tag name. Okay. So the syntax is something like this. So there should be opening tag name and a closing tag name. The syntax for HTML is in this way. There should be an opening tag name and a closing tag name. Tag names can be anything. So it can be paragraph. So paragraph is for P, and it can be image or headings. So headings, we generally represent headings with H1. Okay. And for button, it can be like button. Okay. So it starts with an opening tag name and a closing tag name. This is the opening phase. This is the closing phase. So whenever you open something, you should close it. Okay. Tags are nothing but all these paragraphs, headings, images, input boxes, all these are called tags. Tag in the sense some names, right? Tag is nothing but a name. We are tagging something means we are identifying something. Right. So for each and everything, we'll use some names in HTML. So in that fashion, we can build whatever website you want based on the given tag names. Clear until this point? Please be active in chat so that you won't get bored and you won't get sleepy. Yeah, according to your requirement, you can use your tags. So now we'll see basic structure of HTML. So writing in this fashion, so it is not good, right? So we need some basic structure of HTML. So HTML has some basic structure. Okay. So the basic structure, I will write some basic structures. I will tell you what is this. Okay. So this is the basic structure of HTML. So every HTML page will look like this, something like this. The overall basic structure will look like this. So can you tell what are the various tags present in this? Can you tell me what are the various tags present in this? By seeing this, you can tell the various tags. So first one is head tag, right? And then you have body tag. And then what else we have? Title tag, yes. And then you forgot the main tag. What is in line number 2? HTML tag, right? So can you see this? Everything is inside HTML tag. Can you see this? Everything is inside the HTML tag. So its HTML tag is opening here and then closing here. So don't worry about this language. So HTML tag is opening here and it is closing here. So everything is under HTML tag. So it's like a human structure. We are having a head and a body. Understood? So everything is under HTML tag. So whatever we write, it should be under HTML tag so that it will understand that we are using HTML. And then what does this title mean? What does this title mean? So if you see the result, so where this document is coming, can you see that? Where this document is coming in a web page? Where this document is coming in the web page? Can you tell me? See the entire web page and see where the document name is coming. Or else I will change it to bootcamp. Then it will be, you can change, see the difference. So tell me where the bootcamp is coming. It is coming somewhere here, right? Can you see this? So whatever you write inside head, is it visible in the browser? Means in the original browser? It is not in the original browser, right? It's in the tab. It is Chrome tab or some browser tab. It is not inside the browser, means inside the web page. It is the heading of the web page, not the body. So what does that mean? So whatever you write inside the head, it won't be visible in the browser body. This is the browser body, right? So I'll remove this now. So nothing is visible in the browser body if you write in title. Suppose what if I write here in body? Can I see it in the browser now? If I refresh, I can see on the browser, right? Because whatever you write inside a body, you can see it in the browser. Whatever you write inside a body, you can see it in the browser. So now in this session, where will we write our entire code? Where should entire code? Means where to code the entire thing? Inside the body, right? So whatever we code today, we will code inside the body. Clear until this part, the basic structure of HTML? What does head do, and what does body do, and what does title do? Okay, so now you should specify some tags, right? If you want to write paragraphs, how can you write a paragraph? So the syntax for paragraph is writing a P. P in the sense paragraph. It's shortcut of paragraph. Okay. So P is the shortcut of paragraph. If you want to write paragraph, you can write like this. I have to bootcamp. Okay. So now you can see in the browser. So you have only one P tag. So whenever you write P, you should be clear that you are using a paragraphs. Okay. And now there are something called as headings. So I'm not telling heading, I'm telling headings. In the sense, what does that mean? I told paragraph, that's the only one paragraph. I told headings, so it will be one heading or multiple headings. Is it one heading or multiple headings? By the name, I'm telling headings, right? So it is plural, not singular. So headings can vary from 1 to 6. So we have different types of headings in HTML. It can vary from 1 to 6. Okay. So how does I write heading 1? So I can write something H1 in this fashion. And I can write I am heading 1. So if I refresh, I'll get I am heading 1. So what is my heading to? What is syntax for heading to now? Can you tell me? What is the syntax for heading to? So if I write H2 and I'll write I am heading 2. So if I refresh, I'm getting I am heading 2. So tell me what is the difference between my paragraph, heading 1 and heading 2? Can you see any difference in this? Between my paragraph, heading 1 and heading 2. What is the difference? Size is decreasing, right? For paragraph, there is a different size. For H1, it is different size. For H2 is different size. If I write H3 now, I am heading 3. Can you see the difference in sizes? So heading 1 has highest size and heading 2 has less size than heading 1, and heading 3 has less size than heading 2 and heading 1. And now what is the least size you will have from our headings? What is the least size you have? H6, right? So if I write H4, I'll copy this. Okay. So I'll write instead of H3, I will write H4, H5, H6. Instead of 3, I will write 4, 5, and 6. So if I refresh, so can you see my headings are getting decreased. My font size is getting decreased. So what is the least size for headings? H6, right? Least size for headings. Clear, everyone, until this part? So now we saw paragraphs, we saw headings, and now we'll see something called as images. So if you see any website, Masai website or anything, you will find some images, right? So what is the tag you will use for image? So we will write something called as not image directly. You can write something like img. Okay. You can write something like img. And one more thing is image is self-closing tag. So what do you mean by self-closing? What do you mean by self-closing tag? No need to close it, right? It is closing by itself. No need to write something like this again. img. No need to write like img. Okay. So we can self-close by itself. So instead of writing another tag, we can actually write like this. Understood? So images are self-closing tag. So no need to write a closing tag and opening tag. Just write a one tag, which is like this. You can also write imag also. Anything is fine, but follow this img syntax. It doesn't require any closing tag. Yes, self-closing tag is no need to close the tag. Sakshi, some of them are asking for attendance sheet. Can you share with them again?
Yes.
Okay. So now we wrote the image, but it is not nothing happening in this browser, right? Can you see nothing happening in the browser? So we are telling image, but we are not telling what is the image we want to show, right? We are not showing what is the image we want to show. So we need to tell the image tag that you should show this image, right? If you're not telling that, it will not show any image. So we need one path for the image. So we need to have one path for the image. So where will we give path? So there is some syntax called as src. Can someone tell what is the full form of src? Full form of src is source. What do you mean by source? Image source, right? Image path or image source. So now I will open Masai website. Okay, and I will take some image from here. I will take Nupul image only. So whenever you want to take any image from any website, just right click on the image and you can see something like copy image address, right? Copy image address is nothing but copying the path of the image. So if I copy the image address and I should paste inside the src. So now if I go to browser and if I refresh, so can you see Nupul image here? Okay. So if you don't give any source, your image won't be visible, right? Because you're not providing any source. So if I refresh, it won't be visible. So you should provide some source to it. Then it will be visible. How to get image link? Go to browser, right click on any image you want and copy image address. You can see something like copy image address. Copy that and paste it. Clear about this image tag, everyone? So where we need to paste our image now? Where we need to paste? In src. Remember that. Okay. Next, before coming to bootcamp, you went to this website, right? Bootcampmasaischool.com. Where is this? Yeah. So after going into this, you saw some things here. What are these things? Can you tell me? You're having some name and then Elon Musk. What are these things? These you can enter something, right? These are input fields. So you can enter your input, you can enter your name and all those things, right? This is an input field. So how to get this input field in your website? What is the tag you should use? By the name it suggests, right? What is the tag you should use? Input. input tag. And then input tag is also self-closing tag. What do you mean by self-closing tag? No need to close the tag, right? I just open the tag. So I can write input and close it. So now if I, so now if I go to my output, if I refresh, can you see some input here? Now can I enter anything I want? Okay, I can enter numbers, alphabets, anything you want. And then you also saw something called as Elon Musk, right? How to get this? So it is suggesting that you should write name in this fashion and you should write email in this fashion and your phone number should be a 10 digit, right? So there is something called as placeholder in input tag. So whatever you write inside the placeholder, so I will write Elon Musk only, Elon Musk. So now if I see the output, I will get Elon Musk. This is just a placeholder to tell the users that you need to fill your name here. But when you type something here, it won't be visible. Okay. It will be visible only before when you type something. It's like a suggestion. Yes. It will suggest you that you should write in something like this. You can also write name@gmail.com. So you should write your name and then @gmail.com, something like this. So it's just like a suggestion, like a hint that you need to write your name, you need to write your email and all those things. Clear, everyone, about the input tag? Now we have something other type of input. Can you see this? What is this? It is not input tag, right? Means it is something different. It is choice. Yes. Options. Yes. What are the things I can selecting? So you can select the status. Yes. Drop down menu. Yeah. These are some of the names. Select options. Yes. So what we are seeing here is a select tag. Okay. So we can select something, right? From there we can select whether you have laptop or not. Right. So what is the syntax for select tag? What is the tag name for select tag? Can you tell me? Just guess it. It is select, right? SELECT. Select. So we give the select tag, but inside this select tags, what we have? Inside this select tag, what we have? We have options, right? Like S or no. S is one option. No is one option. Now, what is the syntax for option? So inside select tag, you need to write option, something called as option. So how many options you have here? 2 or 3? Select share is also option, right? This is one option. 1, 2, 3. So I will write 3 options now. Okay. Now what is my first option in this? What is my first option? Select status. So I'll write select status. What is the second option? Yes and no. Now if I see the output, so can you see this? Select status is the first option. S is second option. No is second option. Understood? So whatever you want to show the user for the first time. So you're showing the first time select status, right? So where we need to write it, in which option you need to write, whatever you want to show for the first time. In which option we need to write, first, second, or third? In the first option, right? So first option is the default option. Means whatever we want to show to the user, we will write in the first option. Clear about various tags we are using? Okay, cool. So up to now, what we discussed, it is like a black and white picture, right? There is no colors or no nothing. It is like a black and white picture. Now I want to add some colors to it. I want to add some style to it or some CSS to it, whatever you call. So whenever you need to write some styles, you should have some tag for that. What is the tag for the styles? Can you tell me? Can you guess it? Whenever you want to write some styles. So what is the tag for that? Tag name, style, right? Okay, style. Okay, you got the tag name. Where you should write the tag name? In the body, in the head? Where will you write it? If you write in the body, whatever you write in the body, it will be visible on the web page, right? So is it recommended to write in body? No, right? So where, if you write in head, it won't be visible on the body, right? So where we can write head, where we can write styles in the head tag, right? So go to head tag, below title, write the style tag. Okay. This body is why this body syntax is. Okay. So inside styles, we can write whatever styles you want. We can write styles. We can style our page. So now I want to style this p tag. How can I style it? So I need to select the p tag first, right? Without selecting this p tag, I can't give the style. So we need to select this p tag based on some syntax. So what we can do is, for the p tag, give some class name. Class is equal to para. So you're giving some p tag as class para. Okay, you're giving some name, some random name to it. Okay, like class is equal to para. This is inbuilt keyword, so you should not change it to class name or something. So it should be only class. Okay, and go to style and just write dot para. So dot represents a class here. You are using class, and para is your class name. And then open a curly brace and close a curly brace. So what is happening? So this p tag is looking for a class para in style tag. Okay. So whenever you write in this fashion, so it will look for this para tag inside your style tag. Okay. So it find a para here. Para is found here. Did you write any styles inside this? You didn't write any styles, right? So that's why there is no change in the output. Can you see this? No change in the output. Suppose I want to change the color. I want to change the color to some red. So what is the syntax for changing the color? So you can write color, and what color you want? You want red, right? So keep a colon and write red. So now if I refresh, I get color red. Now tell me how to give styling for heading one. How to give styling for heading one. Write a class with some name. I will write as head one, and then call the head one, and I will write color as blue. I refresh, I'll get the color blue for heading. Okay. And if I want to color for heading 2, I'll write class is equal to head 2. And I'll go to style again. And another thing, head 2, color is yellow. Now if I refresh, I'll get yellow color. Understood everyone? How this is happening? How to write colors to your web page? You can give any name. You can give my name also. Okay. And then you should copy the same name and paste it here instead of add one. Name can be anything. Now tell me, what if I will write class is equal to para for this? What will happen? Now tell me. If I write class is equal to para for heading 6, what will happen? So again, H6 will look for class is equal to para in my style tag. So it is finding as red. So will it apply red color to H6 or not? H6 or not? H6 also will get red color, right? Yeah, you'll get red color. So you can reuse the class names also. You can reuse the class names also. Suppose I want for H3, H4, H5, I want to give background color, not color. I want to give background color of some color. So what I will write is, I will write some class is equal to add or bg color. Okay, some, or I will write some background. Okay, and now for background, now tell me what is the syntax for writing background color? What is the, how can I write background color? I can simply write background color, just English word. So background dash color. I want to give some color as teal. Now what will happen? For H3, my background color will be teal, right? If I refresh, can you see? For H3, my background color is teal. You can't write BG color, you can write background also instead. Background or background color, anything will work fine. But generally we will write background color. Now I want the same background color for both H4 and H5 also. I want background color teal for both H4 and H5. What can I do? I want background color teal for both H4 and H5 also. So can I copy this class name and paste it in H4 and H5? Can I copy this class name and paste it H4 and H5, right? So now if I refresh, I'll get the same background color. So what did you observe here? So you can reuse the class names, right? So whenever you are doing something, you can reuse the class names and reuse the properties which you want. Clear everyone until this part? Color and background color. Suppose I want to give the entire page, I want to give some background color of red for the entire body. What can I do now? For the entire body, I want to give background color as red. So what can I do? So can I write class name for body? And then for body, can I write background color red? If I refresh, now we get the entire thing. Or else you can also directly call the body tag itself. No need to call with the class. You can directly call the body tag. So instead of dot body, you can directly call the body. So it will look for the body tag inside the style tag. So it will give the background color as red. Yes, we can do that, Baswaraj. Okay, so now you're making your page colorful, right? There are so many colors in your page. Ankit, it is not YouTube channel to shout out your name, yeah. Okay. Okay. So now there is something called as, I'll remove this background, it is very dark. I'll refresh it. So now, can you see my paragraph has very less size, right? Compared to heading 1, heading 2. My paragraph has very less size. So how can I increase the size of this? Is there any way in JavaScript, sorry, HTML, we can increase this? We have something called as font size. So where we to write this font size property? In which class? I want to increase this font size for the paragraph. So in which class I need to write? In para, right? So go to para, write font size. So font size will be in terms of pixels. So did you heard about this word pixel anywhere? Where did you heard this pixel? Camera, phone camera pixel, right? Yeah. So this pixel will vary from 1 to many. So the endpoint will depend upon the system. So you can keep 1 pixel. If you keep 1 pixel, what will happen? It will be small or large. 1 pixel is the least pixel. So if I refresh, can you see? It is very small. You can't see also. If I write 10 pixel, now it is increasing a bit. If I write 20 pixel, it is increasing more. If I write 50 pixel, it will increase more. Okay. So whenever you want to increase your font, so what is the property you should use? Font size. Font size will represent the size of your font, whatever you want to use. Clear, everyone? Word wrap. Yeah, I will tell that now. Harish. So did everyone use it somewhere this Word document, MS Word document in your school days or college days? Did you use that in your school days or college days? Never used it? Some of you might have used it, right? Now we are shifting to that Google Docs, right? Google is providing you some docs for you, right? So if you see, if I write some paragraph here, so I will write, I'm using Google. Semicolon is compulsory, yes, it's compulsory. So now if I want to make the center to come, I want to make this paragraph or this text to come to the center of the page. How can I do that? So there is something alignment property here. If you can look into this. So can you see this text left align, center align, right align, justify. There are 4 properties, right? So what is the default one it's applying? What is the default one it's applying? Default one is left. If I keep it center, what will happen? It will come to center, right? Can you see it's coming to center? If I keep it right, what will happen? If I keep it right, it will go to right. So first one is left, it will come to left, right, center, left, right, and center. Can you do the same property using HTML? We will try to do the same property using HTML. Okay. So I want to move this heading one to left, right, and center. So where should I write the property? Here. In which class name? I want to move the heading one to left, right, and center. So I need to go to head one. So I will write text align. First I will write left. What will happen if I write left? Will there be any change? No change, right? Because it is default. If I write right, what will happen? We'll move to right. Can you see that? It's moving to the right. If I keep center, what will happen? Come to center. So all the properties you can use left, it will come to left. If you keep center, it will come to center. If you keep right, you go to right. Bottom won't work. It will work only in the horizontal fashion. This text align will work only in the horizontal fashion, not in vertical fashion. Okay, cool. So now we will see something called as box model. What is box model? What is a box? Basically, box is nothing but a square box or rectangular box, right? So I will show you how a developer will look into a website. Okay. I'll open this Masai school. Can see Masai school website, right, everyone? So whenever you see this website, how will you look like? How will you look into it? It is having some images, some paragraphs, right? And some images, paragraphs, all those things. But when a developer or someone who knows how to develop these things, how will they look like? I will tell you. Okay. So they will look like a box, everything they will look into a box. What do you mean by box? So if you see, this entire thing is one particular box, right? It's in one particular box or container, right? So inside this box, how many boxes you have? Can you tell me? How many boxes you have? 4, right? This is one box. And then this is one box. This is one box. And this is one box. So you have one outer box and then 4 boxes inside that, right? So from now on, whenever you see any website, you should visualize these boxes, how these boxes are getting. So now if I go to another thing, so can you tell me how many boxes these have? So how can you divide this into boxes? So you can divide this one into one box and this one in second box, right? 2 boxes. So inside 2 boxes, you have again 2 separate boxes. Clear? Inside this box, we have 2 separate boxes. Now what is inside the box? What is inside the box? So what you generally keep in box? So you will keep all the things in the box, right? You will combine all the things. Like if you have some school box, you'll place pencils, erasers, sharpeners, all the things, right? So in HTML, what can we place inside a box? So what is this? We are placing an image, and this is some tag that is H4, H5 or something. This is a paragraph, and this is a paragraph. So whatever you learned until now, so you learned what you learned, you learned paragraphs, headings, images, input box, all these things. Can you place all these things inside a box? Right? So what's the use of the box now? You can place all the things inside a box and then you can make a layout. Right? So before making this box, before going further, you should know how to make a box, right, in HTML. So you should know how to make these boxes, how to make this box, how to make this box. So for making these boxes, what are the requirements you need? What are the requirements you need? Suppose if I want to make some box like this, what does I need here? I need the size of the box. How do you measure the size of the box? So we will measure as height and width, right? Height and width. So you should give some height, length or breadth. Yeah, length or breadth in general maths terms, but in HTML, it is something like height and width. Height is vertical, width is horizontal. Okay. So you should have some height and width. And what else we need here? We need some border color also, right? So there is some border color here. We are keeping some border color. Can you see this? I'm keeping border color as blue. So what do we need? What are the requirements? We need some height and width and some border color. So now we'll try to make a box. Okay. So for making a box, we should have some tag name for that, right? So guess the tag name. You can't write box directly. So that is not the tag name. We will have something called as div. Div is nothing but a box. Okay, the name is different, but it's nothing but a box. Okay, div is a box. So I want to make this div turn into a box. So I will write a class name. Class is equal to box. So now I will go into my CSS and I will write dot box. What are the requirements I told for making a box? What are the requirements I told? What are the things we need to add? Height. So I will give height as some 100 pixel. And I will give width as some 100 pixel. And what else do you need? Some border color, right? The syntax of writing a border color is border 1 pixel solid red. So I'll show you the output and what is happening here. So can you see you're getting some box here. So what is syntax of this? What is 1 pixel here? What is pixel? Pixel is nothing but size, right? If I write 2 pixel, what will happen now? Can you tell what is happening? Size of the board is increasing, right? If I write 10 pixel, size of the board is increasing. Width of the box is increasing, thickness increasing, yeah. So pixel indicates the thickness of the border. And what is solid? Solid in the sense plain. So you're getting solid box here, right? You're getting a solid box here. So I can also write dash box. So what will you get now? If I write dash, you'll get some dashes now. You'll not get solid boxes. Okay, solid in the sense it will be solid box. And color can be anything. You can give teal, red, yellow, anything. So now I made these boxes. I know how to make boxes. So now can I fill matter in this? If I want some paragraph, I will writing a para. Okay. So if I refresh, I can write inside the box. Clear everyone how to create a box, basic box? So now what I want to do is I want to make boxes, these 4 boxes. Okay. So I want to build two boxes basically. So I want to build these two boxes in my web page. Only boxes, nothing else, not image, anything, only boxes. Okay, so I will try to build this. So what I will do is, so I'll create a new file to make. So I'll create another style tag. So to make it separate, I'm creating another thing. So I will make a div. So how many divs you want here? I want to create two boxes. How many divs you want? Two divs, right? So one div and then two div. I also want to create a parent also. So in this I have parent, right? So surrounding that we have a one box. Or else I will make the entire thing. So can you see there are how many boxes? There is one parent box. Okay, inside this box we have four boxes again. It is like a nested box inside a box. So how many divs do you want? You want one parent div. Inside that div, you need four more divs, right? So this is the parent div. Inside that div, you have four more boxes. But for now, I will build only two boxes inside a parent, not four boxes. So that I can tell you easily. So now I have a parent box. I'll write class is equal to parent. And then inside this parent box, I will write child boxes. Understood? So I have a parent box here and two child boxes. I will write class is equal to child. And similarly, class is equal to child. Clear until this part? So I created a parent box and then two child box inside that. So now I will give styling for this. So for parent box, what I need? What are the things I need for creating a box? I'll copy this path also. For creating a box, I told you two things, right? So first one is height. So I'll give height as some 300 pixel and width as some 600 pixel. And I will write some border, 1 pixel solid red. So can you see I'm getting outer box now? Inside this, I want how many boxes? Two boxes, right? So I will keep dot child or child one and child two. I have two childs, right? So I'll write child one. For child one, I want some height. So height is same as my parent box, right? So height should be same as my parent box. So I'll keep 300 pixel. And then width. How much width I want? I want to build two boxes inside this, only two boxes. So I need to divide this 600 pixel into two parts. How can I divide? 300 each, right? So I can write 300 pixel and then border 1 pixel solid red or solid blue. Are you getting a box inside the box now? Now similarly for child 2, right? So dot child 2. What is the height you need? 300 pixel. What is the width you need? 300 pixel. And what is the border color you need? Border 1 pixel solid yellow or solid teal. If I refresh, what I'm getting here. So is this output expected as we thought? It is not coming side by side, right? It is coming down by down. Why is this happening? Okay. So for this, for any boxes to come side by side, we need to use some property also for that. We need to use some property for that. So just remember the property for now. So don't go deep into the property, but there is one property for that. The property is display flex. If I write display flex and if I refresh my page, Can you see? It is coming side by side. So what is the property you need to use whenever you want any boxes side by side? What is the property? Tell me in chat, everyone. Flex, right? Okay. Okay. And where did I use the property? I used in this. Where did I use this property? In child or parent? So what are the two things you need to remember? Whenever you want two boxes side by side, you need to use display flex to the parent, not child. Clear, everyone? Now, for this child, instead of 300 pixel, can I write 50%? Not right. Instead of width of 300 pixel, can I write 50%? 50% means 300 pixel, right? 50% of 600 pixel. And here also I can write 50%. And for height, what can I write now? Tell me, for height, what can I write? 100%, right? Because I want full height. Now I want to build another child inside this. I want to build another child inside this. Class is equal to child 3. So for child 3, now what should be my height for the child 3? 100%. What should be the width now for all the childs? Will 50% work for me now? No, right? So I should divide this 100% into 3 parts now because I'm having 3 childs. So now I can use some 33%. 33, 33, and 33. And border 1 pixel solid pink. So now I will get 3 boxes inside 1 box. Can you see that? It is not visible. I'll keep 2 pixel to be visible. Yeah. So these percentages will be very easy whenever you want to divide box into separate boxes. Instead of calculating the pixel, you can directly write the percentages. Clear, everyone? Okay. So how many of you have garden here in your house? Garden or some playing space? Some playing space, something. So we have something, a house like this, which has some garden area. Okay. And then some margin or some fencing around your house so that no one will come inside. So this orange space is some border or some margin. Okay. This is some fencing kind of thing. This orange thing is a fencing. And inside that fencing, you have some house, your house. And you have some playing space or some garden between your fencing and your house. Clear what I'm telling you? Don't try to code along with me. Just listen here. So now I'm going to tell the difference between padding and margin. There is something called as padding and margin in box model. I'm going to tell the difference between that. So you should think padding as your space. It is belonging to you. Padding is nothing but it is belonging to you. So can you tell me what is padding here? So what is this area called for you? Padding or margin? Is it belonging to you or not? This space. So it is padding, right? And this is also padding. This is also padding. And this is also padding. What is this called? Padding, left, right, top, bottom. What is this called? Padding. what this space is called? Padding left, right? Left or top? This is left. See from your side. See from your eye point. Padding left. This is padding top, right? PT. And this is padding right, PR. And this is padding bottom. Clear, everyone? And whatever outside your house, it is called as margin. This is called margin. This is called margin. This is called margin. Now, what this margin is called? Margin left, margin top, similarly margin right, and margin bottom. So what this area is called, I told you what this area is called. This area. This area is border, right? Border some 10 pixel I'm giving. So what is this called? Border left, right? And then border top. And then border right. And then border bottom. So can you tell that now each and everything has four things, four things, that is left, right, top, and bottom. All the things like margin, border, padding, all these things have four things. What is that? Top, right, left, bottom. Okay, I want to get you to this point. I'll clear this out. So now tell me. So I will increase the width of the box a bit, or else I keep 600 only. No issues. So now tell me, if I write margin left to box 3, child 3, what will change in my output? If I write margin left to box 3, what will change in my output? So will you get some space between these two boxes? Right? If I refresh, so can you see? You're getting some space between these two boxes. So can you tell now margin is the space outside the box, right? I told you. Outside your area, outside your house. Think as this is your house, this is your border. Margin is outside your house. If I write margin left, or else if I write margin left for this box, for box 2 of 20 pixel, what will happen now? For box 2, I am writing margin left as 20 pixel. Now I will get margin left in the sense this margin, right? Will I get some margin between box 1 and box 2? I'm writing here box 1, box 2, box 3. So can you see? I'm getting margin between box 1 and box 2. Understand what is margin now, everyone? Then what is padding? So this box is nothing but your house, right? House. So if inside this div, I'll keep a h1, I will write house. This is my house. Okay. So now if for child 1, if I write padding of 20, padding top of 20 pixel, what will happen? Can you tell me? Padding top of 20 pixel. What will move down? This content will move down, right? So can you see this content is moving down? Don't worry about this border. This content is moving down. So your house is moving down. So what is padding now? Whatever is inside your border and between your house, it is called as padding. I told you, right? This garden is the padding. Space between the sentence and box top. Yes. Did you understand the difference now between padding and margin? Whatever inside your box is padding and whatever outside your box is margin. So now what is happening if I increase padding top? Can you see if I make 30 pixel? Can you see this box size also increasing? Initially, the blue box is inside your parent box. But if I give padding, it is coming outside of a parent box, right? So there is one syntax to ignore this. There is something called as box sizing border box. If you write this box sizing as border box, now even if you increase the padding, can you see your box is not going out. If I remove it, your box will move out. If you keep it, your original box size won't vary. It will be fixed only. Size will be fixed. Yes. Original size of the box will be fixed. What is the original size of the box? 400 pixel, right? 300 pixel. Height is fixed here. So whenever you are facing this issue, whenever increasing padding, if the height of your box is changing, then you need to keep this as box sizing as border box. Understood this point, everyone? Any doubts until this part? Any doubts until this part? So if you are clear with the basics, we can jump into JioSaavn. So with these things, we can build a page. I will tell you how to build that. So now let's go to JioSaavn page and let's see with the point of view of a developer. So you are now a developer. Think you are a developer. Now, how can you divide it into boxes? Entire page. Tell me how can you divide this into boxes? Meta part ignore. No need to tell the no need to ignore that meta part. So if I see entire nav bar is one box, right? Will you agree with this? Entire nav bar is one box. Inside this nav bar, how many boxes you have again? Can you see there are three boxes again? This is one box. This is one box. And this is one box. Agree? So entire nav bar has one box, and inside this nav bar, we have three more boxes. Now inside this first box, how many boxes you have? Can you tell me? Inside the first box, how many boxes you have? 3 or 4. Include the image also, na? So one box, second box, third box, 4 box. What is the first box? What will you fill in the first box? Image, right? In the second box, some paragraph. Third box, some paragraph. Fourth box, some paragraph. And in this middle box, what will you fill? What is this? Is this input tag? Is input tag, right? And in the third box, what will you fill? In third box, how many boxes you have? In third box. This is one box. Second box. Third box. In the first box, what is the tag you'll use? This is select tag, right? You can select the language, whatever language you want. And 2 paragraph tags. Clear with the nav bar? How will we divide the nav bar now? So if you divide the entire nav bar into separate pieces, it is very easy, right? Everyone clear with the nav bar? How to build? I will build the same way. Whatever way I told, I will build the same way. Okay. So now we'll come to the bottom one. So we won't build this Q1. It is quite complex. So we won't build this. So coming to the second, is this entire one box? Can you tell? Sorry. This is one box, right? Entirely one box. Do you agree with that? This entire bottom part is one box. And this bottom box is divided into two more parts again. This is one part, one box, and this is one box again. Agree? So inside this left box, what do we have? We have some content and some images and some icons. We will see how to make these things. And what is this tag? Can you tell me? Input or button? It's a button. Button, right? New playlist. It's a button. Okay. Now in the second box, this is one H1 tag or H3 tag something. And then again, we have few boxes. This is one row of box. This is again second row of box. Right? Understood? And again, in the first row, how many boxes you have? 7, right? So this is one box. What this box contains? Image and some paragraphs. So can you tell me entire HTML is based on box model? Can you tell like that? Entire HTML is based on box model only. 7 boxes. Clear? So we will first build the boxes and then we'll fill the matter. Then we will be very clear about our layout, right? So first we will try to build the boxes and then we will fill in the matter like images, text, all those things. So create a file, new file. I'm creating a template. So no need to worry about this meta, remove it. I'm inside my body tag. So up to now, we saw this copy path method, right? Every time we used to refresh my page, right? Okay. So there is one more shortcut for this by using live server. So we can right click on it and open with live server. So whatever you have, so you will have it in lively. So whenever you no need to refresh the page every time. So so if I write H1, I am adding 1, immediately it will be reflected in my live page. Can you see this? No need to refresh or do anything. Okay, then you can code along with me. You can start coding along with me. Open your VS Code, everyone. Open your VS Code. Okay. Everyone is ready with the VS Code. Keep Zoom in separate window and VS Code in separate window. Live server. So you need to install some extension for that. So for now, use copy path only. So copy the path and paste it. Use copy path method only. Okay. I'm keeping these separately. Copy path, right click on the file which you are in and copy the path and paste it. Okay, cool. So I will keep separately. Give me 1 second. Okay, cool. So now what did I tell? So first copy path, click on the file and right click on it, copy the path. You can see the copy path, right? Copy the path and then paste in your browser. Paste the path in your browser, whatever browser you're using. So first we'll try to create this nav bar. So what is the method I told? One second. So this is one div, right? Entire one div. What is the height of div? Height is around some 40 or 50 pixel. And what is the width? What is the width of this div? 100%, right? 100% of the screen. So you can 100%. So inside this, you have three more boxes. This is the first box, second box, and third box. To make these three boxes come side by side, what we need to do? To make these three boxes come side by side, what do we need to do? I told you. Display flex to which box? To the parent box, right? So first we'll try to build this parent box and three boxes side by side. And what is the percentage of this box? Can you tell me? What percent it has for the parent thing? How much percent? Some 20 or 30%, right? And this is around some 40%. And this is around some 20 to 30%. It is not taking the entire 100%, some 20%, 40%, and 20%. Rest of the things are white spaces. And before that, we have some background color also for this. Can you see? For the entire page, the background color is not white. It is some background color. I will give the font families and all. So for the body, we have some background color, right? Can you see that? For the entire body, we don't have this white background. We have some less than near to white background. Yeah. So we will first try to build it. So keep in style. So how to make my entire body some color? Entire body some color. So select the body tag and then background color as I'll give the color in the chat box. So just type in that color. This is the color which we are doing now. Okay, I'm keeping in the chat box. So copy that color, everyone. So this is the first step. So we kept the background color as F6, F6, F6. So now if you see the browser, you'll get some background color. It's white only, I guess. Praful, no need to use that. You can use it in single file. So now you'll create a nav bar. So write a div for that. So div with class is equal to nav bar. So what does we want for this nav bar? So not dot, sorry. Nav bar. And what does we want for this nav bar? What are the things we need? we need some height, right? Height of around 40 pixel, and then width of what width you want? 100%, right? 100% of your screen. So 100%, and then some border, 1 pixel solid red. So this border is just to make you visualize. After completing the layout, I'll remove these borders. So now if I see my layout, if I refresh, so are you getting the border? Can you see? I'll get in the box at the top. So we completed the first step here. So we created the parent box. Now inside this parent box, we need to create how many boxes? How many boxes we need to create? 3 boxes, right? Some left box, uh, middle box, and then right box. So I will do that. So I will write 3 divs, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So for the left div, I will use some class. Class is equal to left section, and then class is equal to search section. So that is search bar in the middle, and class is equal to right section. So now we'll go to left section. So left section. For left section, what is the height? For the left box, what is the height? It is same as parent, right? 40 pixel. So I can add 100% here. Height, not width. I add 100%, right? 100% means 40 pixel. And then what is the width I need for the left section? I need around some 25 or 30%. I'll give 25%. Okay. And then I'll keep some border to visualize. Border 1 pixel solid green. Now if I see the output, if I refresh, so I'm getting this box, right? Inside a box, box inside a box. So left section is done. So now I need to create the same way for right and input section. So I will write dot search section. So for search section, height is same. So height is 100%. And then what is the width I want for search section? More than the left and right, right? So 40%. And then some border, 1 pixel solid blue. And similarly for right section, I will write right section, height is same 100%, and width I will take it around 20%, and then some border, 1 pixel solid teal. So now I made this 3 boxes: left section, right section, search section. For refresh, I'm getting bottom by bottom. What to do to keep it side by side? Display flex for in which line I should keep display flex? For which class? Parent. What is parent? Nav bar, right? So display as flex. So now all the boxes coming side by side. If I refresh, they're coming side by side. So for this, I want some space for this left for the center box, right? So what can I do for this? For the center box, I need some space. Margin or padding? Padding. I want space from outside the box, not inside the box. What I told for outside the box is margin, right? Yeah, please code until this part, everyone. Please code until this part. I'll keep it side by side. So this is the HTML, this is the CSS. I'm giving you 5 minutes, so please complete this. Okay. So now for this search section, I need some margin left, right? So what can I do? I can go into search section and I can use some margin left in percentages also. So margin left of 5%. And similarly for right section also, I want some margin left, right? So here also I'll keep some margin left, some 10% or something. I'll check it whether I'm getting the output or not. I'm refreshing the page. So I'm getting the output. This is the basic nav bar box I built. So now in the first box, what all things we have? In the first box, what all things we have? How many boxes we have in first box? I told you, right? How many boxes we have? 3 or 4. Means first is image and 3 divs, right? 3 boxes. So I will do that. So go into first box, left section box, and one image. What is syntax? img. And you should give some source to it. And then we have 3 boxes, right? So div, and then div. So in the first div, you have something called home, browse, and then upgrade. So for image src, I am giving you the src in the chat box. So please copy this src, everyone. In the image src, paste that link. You should paste inside this nav bar box, Ashish. So now if I see the browser, so what I'm getting here? So I'm getting down by down. So I need to get side by side, right? What I need to do to get side by side? And the image height is also not very good. We should fix the image height also. So we need to get it side by side. So what we need to use? Display flex for which box? Parent is what here? Parent is left box, right? So we will move into left box, left section, and we will give display as flex here. Okay. And for image also, height is not good. So I'll give some class is equal to logo. And I will create a logo class now. And I will give some height as some 60% instead of 100%. Okay. So I went into this left section, gave display flex, and then for logo, I gave height as 60%. So now if I see the browser, so I'm getting something like this. So JioSaavn is coming there and home browse upgrade is coming. Can you see this, everyone? So now I want all these things to be centered to the box, to be centered both horizontally and vertically. So for that, we need to do something. There are few properties for that. So we need to do something called as go to left section and write align item center. So these align items will center you vertically to the box, not horizontally. Align item center, this will align vertically to the box. Make sure you kept inside SRC, that image. It should be inside SRC. So now if I go to browser, so can you see it is coming vertically aligned in the center. And then now for each and every home browse upgrade, there is some space, right, between them. Between them, there is some space, right? Image not working. I shared the image link, right? Just copy that image. It will work. Working for me. It's not working for you. Okay, I'll share the image updated link. So for now, use this link. I'll share the updated link in a while. Or also you can take image from Google. JioSaavn logo. I can copy this any logo. Copy image address. It's very long address. Yeah. Give me 1 second. I will give you the image. Okay, for now you can use this, but it is very long URL. Let me check this once. The very long URL. That's what. Yeah, you can use this URL. So whoever image is not working, they can use this image. I'm pasting in chat, but it is very long URL. Someone has shared this. Yeah, you can use this then. JioSaavn. Thank you, Tanmay. You can use this also. It's not. Not able to paste in chat. Sakshi, I'm pasting it to you in Slack. Can you send it to them?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not able to paste in chat.
Yeah, okay.
One second. Okay. So after pasting that image, so your output will look something like this. Sakshi has shared the URL, so please look into that, everyone. So to center, use align item center. Okay, to center vertically, you should use align item center. And now, so you need to separate this home, browse, and upgrade, right? So can you give some margin left here to home, margin left to browse, and margin left to upgrade? Can you give that? Everyone, reply please. Can you give some margin left to home, margin left to browse, and margin left to upgrade? Instead of giving margin left to these three things, we have some property in Flex. We have some property in Flex that is justify content. Okay, so we can use some property called as justify content space around. So who are not able to code along with me, I'll share the code. So don't worry, just understand what I'm doing. Don't get stuck at one point. So if I see it now, can you see this? I'm getting space automatically from all the sites. Clear? So the property you need to use is justify content space around. Yeah, justify content space around is a property of Flex, parent property. So we completed the left section. So left section is done. So now we need to go into search section, right? So inside search section, what we need to do, what we need to keep. Inside search section, we need to give input box, right? So keep a input box and placeholder is search. And you can keep some class name to this input box. Class is equal to input box. So take the input box dot input box. What is the width of the input box? It is same as the parent or less than that. Justify content will space around this, space around it equally. We'll give a space around all the items in Flex. So if you see the output, this search bar is filled to the entire div, right? Entire box. So what is the width of this search box? What is the width of search box now? Width is 100% to the parent. So now if I see the output, so I'm getting something like this. Okay. So what we need to do here? We need to give some padding. Will padding works now for input box? Input box is nothing but if you want to increase inside the box, you need to keep padding, right? So can you see the height is not until the div, right? It is only off of the div. So can I increase height also now? So I can give height as 100%, similarly or 90% something, 90%. And then what I will do, I will give some background color also. Background color is white. And then what else can I do? So there is no border, right? If you go to website, So can you see any border around it? Any border color or something? Can you see? It is not default color, right? Default color is black whenever you get border. So for input, the default color is black only. So there is some black background. So we need to change the black background also. So for that, we need to change border 1 pixel solid. I'll give the color name here in the chat box. So please copy that color. So RGB is one way of writing colors. So you can also write colors in this fashion, in RGB fashion. RGB in the sense red, green, and blue. Now, if you see the input box, so now you're not getting any color inside that. So now also for input box, can you see this rounded borders here? Here. There is some rounded borders here. Can you see this? How to achieve that? So there is one property called as border radius. Okay. If I give border radius as some around 20 pixel, now I will get some rounded borders around my input. Okay. So now if I see the output, I will get some rounded borders. So I'll remove the border so that you can see it very easily. So I will remove this search section and then left section borders. So now you can see I'm getting some rounded borders here for search. Now we will move into right section. So in right section, what else? What all we have? Icon. That is, I will tell you the icon what to do. What all we have in right section? We have a select tag as one box and login and sign up, right? So we have three things: select tag, login, and sign up. So first we will write the select tag. So select how many options? So we can give how many options you want. So now I'm giving only one option. So option, what is the default option we have? Something called as music languages. Okay. And then we have two more boxes. First box is login. And second box is sign up. Now if I see the output, you're getting again down by down. Again, you need to use what you need to use. Display flex for right section, right? This right box. Yeah. So go into this right section and then use display flex. Okay, so that will come. And then to align what we need, what we have done in left section to align it to the center. What did we use to align it to center vertically? Vertically. We use align center, right? Align items center. And then to make it space between, we use something called justify also. So same I'm using here. Whatever I used in left section, I'm using right section. So space around. So now am I getting the output? So music languages, login, and sign up. And now this drop down doesn't have the same height as parent, right? So can we do that? Give same height as parent for this select tag. What we need to do for that? So first go to select the select tag. So give some class to it. Class is equal to some drop down. And then select the drop down. So give height as 100%. Okay. And then remove the borders also. So you can remove the borders. How can you remove the border? Can you keep 0 pixel instead of 1 pixel? Border as 0 pixel. So now if I see the output, you're not getting any border. But the background is white, but I don't want white background, right? I want background to be the background of body only. So for that, I can use background transparent. Transparent in the sense, whatever you have for the parent, it will get background transparent. Similarly, for input box also, I can use background transparent instead of white. Or border none also works, yes. So now I will remove all the borders so that my code will look better. I will remove the borders. Border. For input box, I need border. So now my nav bar will look good. I will share this code until now. So you can check it in what is the Discord channel. I'll give it to Sakshi. Sakshi, I'm sharing your code. Please share it in Discord once.
Yes.
Everyone clear until this part? About the concept, not the output, the concept which you learned. So I only applied whatever I taught you in the morning session. The code will be shared in your Discord channel. You can look there.
Shared, you can check.
Yeah, it is shared. You can check. Check in your Discord channel. You will have the code until now. Output of the code. Just copy the path and paste it. Don't remove the border part. Just keep the border for each and everything. So go to nav bar and keep some border 1 pixel. For left section, keep the border if you want to check. Just one line of code, right? Chatterjee. It's also in chat box, so you can see the chat boxes. So now we completed the nav bar. So what is left here in the nav bar? Can you tell me what is left? There is not this. Apart from this, what is left? Apart from the icon here, what is left? So you can see some bottom border here. You can see some bottom border here below that nav bar. How can you get that? HR? No. So if I use for the parent nav bar, if I'm using border 1 pixel solid red. So I'm getting border for entire thing, right? But I want only border for the bottom part, not for the entire left, right, and top. What can I do for that? Can I use border bottom? Instead of border, I will write border bottom. And color is the same color. I will give the color for you 1 second. It's this color. I'll share the color in Slack also, means in the channel also. So border bottom 1 pixel solid, this color. It is shared already in Discord. You can also give some padding also to make it come little bottom. So padding bottom of 10 pixel. Then it will come something a bit below that, not touching the search box. Now we will move into the other section. So in other section, what are the boxes I told for you? So this is one larger box, right? First we will build this box. And then inside this, you have two more boxes, first box, and then second box. So first we'll try to build these two boxes. I'll give some 5 minutes of time. So please complete until this part and then come back. Code was shared, Ashish. Code was shared in Discord channel and in Slack, means Zoom chat also. I'll share again in Zoom. Yeah, it is shared in Zoom also. See it, Ashish. Not break, complete this until this part, everyone. Copy the code and paste in your VS Code. We'll move into next part then. I will tell. Yes. I sent it, see, in Zoom chat also I sent it. So for image, use the image tag which I gave you earlier. Use the image tag which I gave you earlier. So there is some image tag, right? Shared in Discord. So use that image tag. Shagun, I will tell you. Use this image, everyone. Instead of SRC, change the SRC to this image. Change the SRC of the image. Even if it is blur, don't worry. Okay, so now we'll move to next part. First, we'll try to build this one parent box and two boxes in that. Okay. So what we need to do? So this nav bar is completed. So after this nav bar, so I will write content boxes. This is nav bar. Okay, and then inside the content boxes, we have a parent div. So for the parent div, give some class content. Ujjwal, it was already shared in Discord channel and it was sent in chat box also for 3 times. So please check the Discord channel. It was there. I can see it in Discord channel. So inside this div, we have two more divs. So div and then one more div. So first I will tell class is equal to side now. And then class is equal to, I'll give some album list. So all the albums will be on left side, right? So album list. So for content, so what is the width of the content? What is the width of this content? Can you tell me? I want the entire page, right? So width is 100%. And I will give some height of some 500 pixel. This is some random height. Is not same for every screen. It's some random height. And then I'll keep some border to check it. 1 pixel solid red. And then I'll check the output now. So I get in this box. Okay. But you want some height from the nav bar. So what you will do for that? You want some space from the nav bar. So what can you do? You want space between this nav bar and this box. Margin or padding? Margin. Margin what? Margin top, bottom, what margin we want? Margin top, right? So margin top of around 50 pixel. So now you'll get some margin from the top. So now for this side now, I will keep one box dot side now. I'll keep some I want some less width, right? So I'll keep some 15% width. And then border 1 pixel solid fill. And then for album list, so I keep the remaining width. What is the remaining width we have? We use 15% here. What is the remaining width? 85%. And border 1 pixel solid red or green or something. And then for this content, I should give display flex because I want side by side. So now if you see the output, you'll get these boxes. So you have some side nav box and then the content box. Clear? My code does not look the same in the web. I think your screen size is very small, so you can reduce the percentage bit. So then it will work. Clear up till this part, everyone? Content. So content is another box, right? Below that. Inside the content box, we have two more things. One is side nav and other is albums. So for side now, we have only small width, that is 15%. And for album, we are using remaining thing, 85%. Now we'll go into side nav. We'll build the side nav. So in side nav, what all we have? We have one library. And then we have some tags here again, some history under one icon, some songs, some albums. So now we will move into this side now. So inside side now, we have some library. So go into side now and keep some library. Okay, and then you can also keep some class for it. Class is equal to lib. Don't match up with my speed, just understand what I am telling, and then you can code it along. First understand how the flow is going. And for lib, we will use some things. And below library, what we have some icons here, right? So you can see some icons. This is some history icon and some songs, some icons. So for this icon, we will use some external library here, that is font awesome. So I will share you one link. So please copy that link and paste it inside your ed tag. So paste this link inside your head tag. Okay, wherever your head tag is, go inside the head tag and paste it. This is some link for the external website for Font Awesome. So in that Font Awesome, you will get so many icons. I will show you the icons. So if you go to fontawesome.com, so you will be getting so many icons. So you can search whatever icons you want. You can search for Facebook. You will get all the Facebook icons. And also you can search for Instagram. You will get Instagram icons. Okay. You can also search Twitter. You will get Twitter icons. Whatever icons you want, you can search here. So here we want what icons? We will search from some close icons. We won't get the exact icons. We will search some close icons. So what can you search for this? For the timer, right? Timer, songs, album. We can use some things like this. Okay. So for the first icon, I will search something called as timer or clock or something. So if I type clock, so I get the clock icon. So to get this icon, you should click on the icon. And then here you can see some code, right? I class, far, clock. So you can copy this and you need to use it in your VS Code. Okay. So inside below this library, so you need to add two things here. So first one is address of you can't copy the address, you should copy the code. Copy that. It's not, you're not giving any source to it. You're just giving the address, not address, the code. Okay. So below this library, you have how many divs you can divide it into. You see the website, how many divs we can divide. This is one div, right? History is one div. This history is one div, one box, second box, third box, fourth box, fifth box. I didn't paste the code, I'll paste it now. So if you do one box, everything is copy paste, right? Or for all the boxes, just the image, icon and name are different. CSS part is same, right? So I will do that. So first I'll create a div for that. So div and I'll give some class is equal to some menu. Inside that class, I will copy that code, whatever icons I gave. I copied that code and pasted it here inside the menu. So now if I see the output, can you see I'm getting the code here? I'm getting the icon here. Can you see that? And beside that icon, we want some text called songs. So what we can do? So after this, so what you can do is there is one method which you can do that. So you should use something called as span. Okay. So you can use span and then you can paste songs so that it will come side by side songs. So span is also one tag like div tag. So now it came side by side. Can you see? Both icon and the text came side by side. You can also use flex for this. Flex will also work. So instead of using span, can you use flex for the parent? So both the things will work. So this is other method you can use side by side icons. So now can you copy this 5 times? 5 or 6 times, right? How many times you have? 5 times. So I'll copy the same things 5 times. So now I'll get all the icons like this, songs like this. So now I will change this. I'll change the icons. So I already have the icons with me. So I'll just copy the icons and then I'll paste it. Okay. So I will change these icons to various icons to closely matched icons. So first one is clock and second one is something called as music. So I will change it to music. I have the icons already ready. So I'm just using it. So I'll give this icons also to you. Don't worry. So again, I need to copy this third one and paste it. Third one is something called as disk. And then podcast. And then guitar. So now I'm getting different icons for my different things. And you see, I'm getting different icons like songs, podcast, all those things, guitar. Can you turn on word wrap? You can't turn on word wrap in this in this VS Code. After completing this Nav Bar, I will give the code. So don't worry. So if you see the library in the original website, how it is like, it is having some color and some padding also, right? From the left, can you see this? Everyone play concentration here. Everyone, this is very important. So there is some padding here, right? So how to give the padding? So I gave some for library. So for if I give some for this side now, if I give some padding, will it apply for everything? So for this side now, I'll apply some padding now. So I will apply padding top of 10 pixel and then padding left of around 40 pixel. So now if I see, I'm getting some padding from the top and left. And there is some space between this library and these all things, right? So I can achieve that for this. There is some space between this library and these songs. some gap. So what should I use for this? For library? Margin, right? So I can use some bottom margin for this library or top margin for this icons. So for this library, I give some bottom margin now. So I'll give margin bottom of 25 pixel, around 25 pixel. I'll also change the color of it. So I have the color. So color is something like this. So now I'm getting this library and then some margin. So library is all caps. So I'll keep caps. So library. And now for each and every icon, there is some space here, right? Some margin left here, some margin right for icons. Can you see that? There is some margin right. So what can I do is I can give some class name to each and every icon. So I will give class names for each and every icon. So I give it as icon, and then icon, and icon. And for each and every icon, I will give some margin right. So margin right around, I'll give some 10 pixel. And then I'll also increase the size of it. So font size as 20 pixel. So now I'm getting something like this. For songs, what happened? The first one, something has happened. Did I miss anything? Yeah, I didn't give space here. Okay. So now I'll change the namings also. First one is songs. Not songs. First one is history. And then songs, albums, podcast, and then artists. So now between each and every div, there is some space should be there, right? So can I give margin bottom for each and every div for this menu thing? So for each and every div, I can give some margin, right? So I'll go to that margin. So for each and every div, I have a class of menu. So I'll go to this menu. Where is this menu? I didn't give anything. So dot menu margin bottom of 15 pixel. And there is also one color for that. So I'll paste the color for you in chat box. So color is 333. So now I'm getting something like this. So in this fashion, you can build the site now. So it is looking similar to the original website. Yeah. So we are missing something here, button. So if we build this button, then site now is completed. So try to complete up until this part, everyone. I'll share the code also with you. Okay, cool. So now we build the side now. So I'll remove this border also for that. For the side now, where is that? I'll remove this border. So now we will build this main album list. Lunch is at 2 p.m. For icon images, you need to copy that code which I sent you. So for this album list, so what we have done until now, so we have created this separate box, right? The separate box already there. So now we need to create this h1 tag or h2 or h3 something. And then again, we need to create some boxes. This is one box. This is one box. Okay. So again, in these boxes, how many boxes you have? 7 boxes, right? 1, 2, so on 7. So if you build only with this one box, can you page the same thing for all the for all the images, for all the boxes? Can you copy and paste it? If you build this one box, everything is same, right? Except the name, the namings are changing, name and image are changing. The layout is same for everything. So first I will try to build this trending now thing. So for trending now, I should write some H1 or H2 will work. So I'll write another div for that. So H2, where is this? Yeah. So this is inside the album list. Okay. This should be inside the album list. Yeah, button I forgot. Sorry. Okay. I forgot the button, so I will tell that also. So there is one button in the below this button. What is the button name? New playlist, right? Sorry, I forgot the button. So new playlist. So thanks for reminding. New playlist. Okay. And for button, we need some styling. So I will write some class for this. Class is equal to playlist button. So for playlist button, I will give some thing. So playlist button. And then, so for playlist button, tell me what we should use. What is the color is different? Color is not black and no border color also. There is some additional green border color, right? So color is green, border color is green, and we have some border radius. What are properties we need to use here? So we need to use border radius, right? For the rounded borders, and then a color is different. And then beside this new playlist, we had some icon also, right? And there is some margin from the artist also. We need to keep some margin also. So all these properties we will use now. So for playlist, we have some border, 1 pixel solid. I'll give the color. So it is 2BC 5B4. I already have the color, so I'm pasting it. 2BC 5B4 and color also same. And then, so border radius of some around 20 pixel. And then, so margin top of 20 pixel. Okay. And beside this new playlist, we need that icon also, right? Plus icon. I got the colored food by inspecting it. So I'll tell you how to do inspecting also. So for that icon, I have the code for that icon. So there is something called as plus icon in font awesome only. So I'm coding that. So I class far plus. So now if I see the output, I'm getting something like this. But I want to increase the space here and space in the left. So what should I increase? Padding or margin in this case? I need to increase the garden space. This is just like garden, right? So I need to increase padding. So I will increase both padding top and padding top, bottom, all the things. So padding top of 8 pixel and padding bottom also as 8 pixel, padding left 15 pixel and padding right 15 pixel. So now I'm getting this button like this. Span will make each and every box come down by down. Okay, or not down by down, side by side. Sorry. You can also use shorthand, but you will confuse a bit. That's why I made it 4 lines. So there is one shorthand notation for this padding. So I will tell you. So instead of writing in 4 lines, you can write padding. Okay. And the first one is it will come from top to left in clockwise. So what is clockwise? So top, right, left, bottom, left. Okay. This is shorthand notation for writing all these 4 times. So what is your top? How much you want for top? Top 8 pixel, right? 8 pixel. And for right, you want 15 pixel. And for bottom, you also want 8 pixel. And for left, you also want 15 pixel. So you can also write shorthand notation like this instead of writing in 4 lines. Full form of I tag, it is some external tag, it is for icons. So I is for like icon. So now the side nav is completed almost. So we have playlist also. Now we will move into this content part, music part. So in the album list, first I will create a H2 for trending. Okay. You can also write some class names to give some class name for that. So class is equal to trending. Whenever you want to do something, you can do that. So for this class, you can add some color. So dot trending. So already have the color for that. So color, I will tell how to take colors from the website at the last before whenever you are interested, I will tell at the last. So 3. And then font size, I will increase font size a bit. Font size 20 pixel. Okay, so now I will get those trending thing here. Now below the trending, what you need to create now? You need to create boxes. Right, you need to create 2 boxes now. So you need to create 1 box here for trending and then 1 box here. So what is the width of this? Width is 100% to its parent, right? Yeah, so we create that. So below this trending, I will have another div with class is equal to movie list. So I'll go to movie list dot movie list. What is the width of this movie list? It is 100%. And I'll keep some random height for now. And after that, I will remove that. Height as some 200 pixel. And display should be flexed, right? Because we want to fill in 7 boxes inside that. So display also should be flex. So display is flex. So we will get the box now. We didn't give any border, sorry. So just give a border for that. Border 1 pixel, so all it get. So we got the box now. So inside this box, you want cards. How many cards you want? How many cards are there here? 7 cards, right? So each card has an image, some text. So first I'll create 1 card and then I will paste all the cards. So I'll create a div as is equal to card. Inside the card, what we have? We have an image. So write an image. Write an image. And then what we have? We have 2 p tags. So p and then p. So now listen carefully. This is your use session also. So how to get the images from the web page, this web page. So I will tell you how to get the images from the web page. So please listen everyone here. This is your V session also. I'll use the same image for everything, but you need to change the images based on individual things. So please listen. Type 1, everyone. Type 1. Yeah. So first step is right click on anywhere and go to inspect. First step is right click and go to inspect. Okay. After inspecting, there will be one thing opening like this in the side. What is the first step? Right click on inspect. Okay, this page is opening, right? So can you see here two icons? Two icons here. Can you see this? So click on this icon, left icon, leftmost icon. Click on the leftmost icon and click on whatever card you want. So which card you want? I want first card, right? So I click on first card. Click on this icon and click on the first card you want. You want the first card, right? So select the entire card, not only the inner part. Select the entire card. So entire card is, can you see entire card is now having some color, means having some opacity here. Click on the entire card. If you click on the entire card, can you see one SRC here? Can you see this SRC? Source, current source. Can you see this here? So click on this left icon, click on the card which you want, then you can see some SRC here. So copy this SRC, and paste it wherever you want. So image SRC is equal to paste. So now you'll get the image in your output. Okay. And after image, you want to p two p tags. So first one is, what is the thing there? Romantic hits 2021 and Hindi, and then something. So romantic hits 2021 Hindi, and then some fans, 127K fans. So this text can be anything, so you can change it. So I will write this class is equal to album, and then class is equal to fans. So for this album, so if you see for album and fans, what is this text align for this? Can you see what is the text align for album and fans? For album and fans, what is the text align? Center, right? Center or left? Center. So for album, I will write dot album text align center. So I'll see whether I get center or not. Not getting center. Keep dot album. Let me keep fans also. Fans text align center. Okay, it is centered, but we can't see because it is filling the entire image. So how much width you want? Suppose we want 7 images, right? How many images you want? 7. Suppose if I for this card, I will keep some border. Sorry, where is this card? I will keep card dot card border 1 pixel solid red. So now can you see I'm getting this border for card, but can you see the image is not fitting to the card, right? That's why I'm not getting the entire, this entire paragraph is not fitting to the image. So I'm not getting the image to fit to the box. So how to fit that? Can someone tell me how to fit this image to the box? I want this image to fill to the entire box, means I don't want this gap in the right. So what I'll do is for this image, I'll give some class is equal to movie image. And for that movie image, I will give width as 100%. Movie image. If I give width 100%, what will happen? It will fit to the parent, right? Can you see now? It is fitting to the parent. So now for this album, I can give some color. So I have some color for this. The same color 3, color is 3. And for this fans also same color. So we're getting something like this. But original image as. So far, these two are very near, right? Very near to each other, not very far. So what can I do is, so for album, I can do margin as 0. I don't want to keep any margin. If margin 0 is not, if it is working right, so margin as 0. And for this fans also, I'll keep margin as 0 pixel. So that it won't give any margin between these two. Negative margin also you can give, but it is not recommended. So now you got one card. So can you copy paste all the cards to all these things? How many times I should copy this? 7 times. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So getting something like this. So to make it side by side, what I told for you in flex property. In flex, I told 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is, it is 7 only, right? In flex, what is the property I told to make margin between all these things? Justify content, right? So I can use justify content. So I can you go to this movie list and justify content space around. So now I will get space around each and everything. So I can remove the borders now. Border. So now you got the basic layout. Or you can also give space between, anything is fine. Space between in the sense it will not give any space for the starting and the ending. Clear? So I want you guys to change this image for all the things, image and this names. So these are very near. So I can use some margin instead of 0, I can give 2 pixel. So it is very nearer to them. Okay, now it is good. So now same as original image, original site, I want to give the different names. So second should be icon Kishore Kumar, and all the names should be same as original image. And how to get the images? So right click on inspect, click on the second icon, click on whatever image you want. Suppose I want second image, click on that. So you get an SRC here. So copy this SRC and go to your second one. Where is the second card? This is the first card, second card. So cut this image and paste it here. So now you'll get the second image. You can change the namings also here. You can change the p tags also. Can you do this, everyone, as a V session? This is one part only. We have few more tasks for you. This is the one of the task. So for each and every image, you need to do that. Now I want to build the second row. What should I do for building second row? What can I do for building the second row? Shall I code it again? Can I copy this entire thing and paste it again? Copy this entire div and paste it, right? So what is the div for that? What is the name of the div? So this is the div, right? Movie list. This is the div we have. So I'll just copy this from 190 to 247. I'll just copy entire thing and paste it again. Second row. Now you want some margin between these two rows. So how can you get the margin? I will go to this movie list and I will give margin bottom of some 30 pixel or 50 pixel. So now you are getting these things. Clear? So now you can remove borders for everything. Then it will look very nice. So border green, border red, and then with other borders. Yeah. Is it looking good? If you change every image, then it will look very good. If you see the original website, can you see some border corners here for image? Can you see this border corners? How to achieve this? Border radius, right? So where is this image? So this is movie image. Go to movie image and then border radius as some 5 pixel, very less, right? Not more. So getting some border radius. So I'll send the code until now. So next we will design something called as this part. Can you see this? The bottom part, which is fixed. We can't move it. Can you see the bottom part? This Pushpa image and all those things. I'll not build the entire part. I will build only the boxes. And I want you guys to build the remaining things. Clear? I will build only the boxes, this bottom box, and then I'll give some boxes here. So how many boxes you need here? Can you tell me? This is same as Nav Bar, right? Same as Nav Bar. So this is one box. And inside this, we have 3 more boxes. This is first box, second box, and third box. So inside first box, what do we have? We have an image and some text. So this image and text, we can keep flex, right? Display flex. And then all these are icons we can get from Font Awesomes. Okay, if you go to Font Awesome and search for icons, so Font Awesome. So you can search for play icon. If you search for play, you'll get play icon. And similarly for rest of the icons. Okay, you can no need to use the same icons, we can use whatever you want. So forward, we can use forward. So we'll get some forward icon, step forward. Again, for this, we can use some dummy text 00 and then 3 dots and then volume. You can also find volume button here. So you can find the volume up button. Yeah, I'll share this code until now, and then we will do this bottom part thing. So now can you try this top charts also? Everyone, can you try this top charts? I will tell how to put in the bottom. So how to divide this top charts now? So again, this is one div. And this is one H2, similar to that. And instead of this, you can directly, instead of this box, you can directly code these boxes trending now. And you can keep this extra box at the left, okay, as a view session, view session. No need to do this because it is a bit complex for you at this stage. Are you getting my point? Okay. So now I will share the code. How to add things from Font Awesome. Just go to Font Awesome and copy the color code and paste it. Copy not the color code, the HTML code, and paste it. Yeah, top charts. Now we will deal with this bottom part thing. So first we'll go to VS Code. I'll send the whole thing at a time after completing this bottom part. Okay. So we will close this entire div also. Now bottom part. For this bottom part, I'll keep a div. ID is equal to bottom now or live music, something live music. And inside this div, how many divs you want? Three divs, right? So div, one div, second div, and third div. So I'll keep class is equal to left, class is equal to center, and then class is equal to right. So for this, not ID, is class. So for this live music, what should I do? Live music. What are the various things I should have? What are the various things I should have? Display flex, yes, and height, width, right? So what is the width? 100%. Height is around some 70 pixel. I will try it once, and then display is flex, and then some border to make it visible, solid red. So I'm getting like this, right? So getting some box. So height is more, so I'll keep it as 90 pixel. So now I want to move this box to the bottom of the page, right? So if you see in JioSaavn page, it is fixed right in the bottom. It is not moving anywhere. It is not moving anywhere. It is fixed in the bottom. Do you agree? Even if you are scrolling, it is not moving anywhere. So for this, to achieve this, we have something called as position as fixed. So if you write position as fixed, so it will fix the position where you want to fix. Where you want to fix that? In the bottom, right? So you should write bottom as 0. So it will fix it bottom 0 part, means from the bottom it will fix from 0 pixel. Okay. So if we have see that, so can you see it is fixing at the bottom 0 pixel. Understood, everyone? Okay, cool. So now for each and every, for left, I want width as some around 20%, and then height as 100%, right? And then border 1 pixel solid fill. And then for center, I can use the same things, right? Instead of, I need to change only the width. So for center, what is the width I need? I need some around 40 or 30%. So 30% fill, and then same things for right. Width is some 20%. 20% is enough. So now we'll see what we are getting. So now we are getting something like this. So what we should use to make it separated with spaces? We used it so many times. What is the thing we use? Margin. Margin for everything, or we have used something else for flex, some property for flex. What is that property? Justify content. Yeah. So you can use for the parent, wherever you use flex, below that you should write justify content as space between. So it will give space between each and every item, space between. Can you see now? It is, without giving any margins, it's automatically fixed. Clear? Now inside this, we have an image, right? For the first left box, we have an image and then something. So how to get this image again? Go to inspect, click on this image, or click on this icon, sorry, and click on this image. So you can get image somewhere here. Yeah, there is the image. So I can copy this image. And for the left box, for the left thing, we have two things, right? So first is image, img with src is equal to some. Can you hear me, everyone?
Yes, Chandra, we can hear you now.
Yeah, there's power cut. Sorry. Everyone switch off your cameras, please. Someone is switching on cameras. Okay. So we have an image, and below this image, so we also have one more p tag. So what is a p tag? So it is some song name, right? So I'm writing Pushpa. And then below this p tag, we have something, right? So we can break the paragraph here. So there's one more thing called br. So we can use br, and we can use, there is something here name. So it may lag a bit because I'm on my mobile data. So Vishal song name. Now what will happen? So it is coming somewhere, but you can't see because your image is very much larger. So I can take some image size as, so image class is equal to live img, and go to this of live img and height as, pick some height and width. So I'm fixing it randomly, height 50 and width 50, and then some border radius of 5 pixels. Yeah, BR also self-closing tag. So now you're getting something like this, right? But to bring these both side by side, we need to give display fix, right? For this left tag, for this left box. So do that. So go into left and display flex. So now you're getting something like this. To move to the center vertically, to move to the center vertically, what we did? To move to the center vertically, align items, right? For flex, this align items, center. And then for this image, you can keep some margin right of some 5 pixels, so that image and text will be separated. And you can also keep margin left also, margin left 10 pixels. Okay. You can copy the same text if you want. Instead of P, instead of this, I will give this. Clear? Now what we need to do, we need to build the this section, middle section. Before that, I will see what are the icons we have there. So this is, what is this icon called? I'll search it. Font awesome. Repeat, I guess. Repeat mode. So I can copy this one, redo. So in the left section, I need 4 icons. Center section, I need 4 icons, right? 4 or 5. I need around 1, 2, 3, 5 icons, right? First one is, someone is called shuffle. Let us check. The shuffle is for last one. Okay, we need this also. So I'll copy this. I keep shuffle. And then second one is this repeat one. Redo or repeat. Copy that. And then we have some forward and backward. So forward, backward, and play. So forward. Step forward. Screen may lag a bit. I'm telling you before itself. So forward and then backward. This is the backward, step backward. So I copy this and before backward. And then one more is play. PLA by play. I will copy this. Play. And before forward, between these two, I want this, right? So let's see our output. So we're getting something like this. For each and everything, I need to increase the size. So what I'll do is, for each and everything, I'll give some class as play. Okay. So now for play, increase the font size. Font size as 20 pixels somewhere. And I want it to be centered, right? So I will write align item center for this. Align items center. For the center, display is flex already. So I'll write display flex and then justify content space around. Yeah, so you're getting something like this. It is not accurate. So what we can do is instead of space. So what can I do? I want to decrease the width, right? So it should be coming a little closer. So can I decrease the width of the middle box? Can I decrease the width of this middle box so that I will get it extracted, means coming to very closer. So for the center box, I will decrease with to 20%. You can decrease more, 15%. Okay, so I'm getting something like this. Cool. Yeah. So now this right box we need to fill. So whatever right box we have, so what we have in right box, we have some text here and then some 3 dots. We can get the 3 dots from here. 3 dots. You'll get 3 dots, not there. Simply dots. Yeah, you can get dots here. Ellipsis something. If you search for dots, you will get it. And then volume up is already there. And then it is expand. Can write expand. Can get the expand here. Can I do this, everyone? Try this as a new session. The right part. Okay. So I want you to do the right part and this top chart section. So I'm giving you 3 tasks. First one is this top chart section. Where is this annotation one? So this top chart section. And then I want you to, so we didn't build this search one, right? So in our app, the search is coming in the left. Can you see that? Our search placeholder is coming in the left. Can you see that? Did you see that? So I want it to be centered. So don't worry about the icon. I forgot about the icon now. So just make the search, this placeholder to the center. That's the first task. Second task is this top charts. You should build this top chart section. So it's okay even if you build this as 5 cards. Okay, 5 by 5 means 5 in first row and 5 in second row. You can ignore these top songs if you feel this as difficult task. And the next one is building this right section for this. Clear about your task? I'll share the tasks in Discord also. What all need to build. So I'll share this code now. So I share the code in Slack. So I will send the 3 tasks in the Discord channel also, and you will have the help of your IAS. Yeah, IAS with you along with after lunch so that you will get it. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can ask for IAS and then they will clear this out. Clear about the concepts, everyone? What all we learned in today's class, you should be clear whatever you're coding. You should not code it blindly. Okay. So we didn't build entire page, but most of the page is built, right? So if you see the rest of the page, is it copy paste of remaining things? Is it copy paste of remaining things until this part? Only the headings are changing, right? How can you achieve this stations? How can you achieve this rounded corners, this rounded things? Here images are not rounded, but here images are rounded, right? Yeah, border radius, you should keep 50%. 50%, yes. So you can easily build this also. So remaining part also you can build it as an homework, like after completing this boot camp. So you can try all these things out. It will be practice for you. So remember one thing, whenever you're seeing any website, visualize boxes. Okay, first try to build the boxes and then fill in the matter. Then it will be very easy for you to find where are you going wrong. Project submission and all we will tell you after in the afternoon session. So don't worry about that now. What tag we need to use if we wanted to attach one image covering the full web page or to. There is something called as background image. So in this website, there is nothing called as background image. That's why we didn't teach. Yeah, just complete the remaining parts and submit it. There is no V session again. Now it is I session. You need to solve. I will note down the task and I send you in Discord also. So I will note down all these tasks also again. And one more task I forgot to tell you is you should replace these emails also, right? Emails and names also you should replace. These images and names also you should replace. Okay. These are very easy tasks. So just copy the image and paste it. It's easy task. So in the previous bootcamp session, we have built something like this, right? So let me open with my server. So we have built something like this, which consists of a nav bar and then sidebar and then various trending songs and then a bottom bar. And today we will try to build something known as this sign up page. So whenever you click on sign up, so you should move to this sign up page. Okay. So this sign up page, so just divide into boxes. So whenever you see any website, just divide into boxes. So what all boxes I have? So I have one parent container. Inside this, I have two more boxes. This is first box and this is second box, right? And inside the first box, I have an image and then another container, which consists of an image and some text. And in the right one, I have one box again, which consists of various elements like input boxes, buttons. So we'll use this approach to build our sign up page now. And then one more thing is whenever you click on sign up, can you see it is moving to some other page like sign up. So we need to build another page, not in the same page. So what I will do is I will create another page here. So signup.html. Okay. So inside this, so for testing purpose, I'll write h1 sign up. So whenever you want to redirect to some other page, so in HTML, you have something known as anchor tag. So already discussed this. So you need to keep an anchor tag around this sign up. So what I will do is I will write a anchor tag here. Okay. And then I will cut this and paste it inside this. And for anchor tag, we have something known as href. So we need to give the path. So my path is now signup.html. So I'm giving that. Okay. So now whenever I click on this signup.html, I will move to the sign up page. Cool. So now there is some yellow background colors, a blue color is appearing here. So that is default for anchor tag. So we can change also. So catch the anchor tag and then keep text decoration as none and color as black. Okay. So that solves the issue. Okay. So now when you click on sign up, you will move to sign up page. Cool. So now we will go to this signup.html. So now we will build this sign up page. So I'll divide this into two parts. So here I will write style. So I'll write style and then instead of sign up. So first I need a container, entire container. And inside this container, I need two divs, right? So I built a container with two divs and then for each div, I'll use some class. Class is equal to left and then class is equal to right. So left container and right container. So for this container, I need some height. So dot container. So I need entire screen height, right? So there is something known as viewport height. That is 100 VH. It tells that we are using 100 viewport height, entire height. And then I will take width also 100%. And then I need two boxes side by side, right? So I will write display as text. And then for left, I will write, say I want same height as parent, 100%, and I want 50% of width, right? So 50%, and then background color. So I'll take the background color from this web page. So there is some extension, you can pick the background color from that. So I will take the background color, and I got the background color. And for right, I want the same properties, height as 100%, width as 50%, background color as some white. So F6, 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 that is white. Okay. So now if you see the output, so you're getting something like this. Okay. On the left side, you're getting the gray, means gray part. And then, so in the left side, you want one logo and then an image container. So first I will go to left side and I'll make an image logo here. So I already add a logo in my local system here, logo.svg. So I'm just calling that. So logo.svg. So I'll get the logo there. But for this logo, I'll keep some class is equal to logo. So for this, I will write some class dot logo. So I'll take some height, minimum height as some 4% maybe. And then I'll keep some padding also, padding 20 pixels. Okay. So I got something like this. And then below this, we have one more div with class avatar container. So I'm writing avatar container. Inside this avatar container, we have one image, and I'll keep some class is equal to avatar. So I'll copy this image, copy image address, and then paste it inside src. Okay. And for this avatar container, for this avatar initially I will fix some height and width. So for this avatar I need some height as around 470 pixel and width as around same 470 pixel. And below this avatar image we have some text, right? All your music. So this is some h2 tag, h2 all your music, and then there is some cursive handwriting also, anytime, anywhere. So for this cursive handwriting, we have something called as emphasis tag, that is EM. So I can directly paste that. Now your code will look something like this. Okay. So for this avatar container, I'll keep some border to check it whether where you're getting that. So border 1 pixel solid red. Okay. So what do you want is you want this avatar container to be exactly at the middle, right? Means this box means this image. You want at the middle. So what you can do is you can use something called as position. So I want position absolute. I want absolute position with respect to my parent. So what is my parent? This is my parent. So I will write position as related to this. Okay. And then for this, I want left as 25% and then top as 25%. So it will move 25% from the top and 25% from the left. Can you see? It is coming to the middle. And then for this all your music can anytime, anywhere. So what I can do is, so I can catch that h2. I'll keep some class for this. Class is equal to avatar text. Same for this EM also, keep class is equal to avatar text. So now for avatar text, I'll keep text align center so that it will come into the center. Oh, okay. So for this EM tag, I think it won't work. So I'll keep only P tag for this so that will come into the center. And then you need to give some so for avatar text, you need to give some color is different. So both have different colors. So what I'll do is, so avatar text secondary, I will take avatar text secondary so that I can give different colors for different things. Avatar text secondary. Okay. So for avatar text, what I want some font size. So I will give some font size. So it is larger in size. So I'll give around 34 pixel maybe. And then color is white for that. So color white. And then for the secondary text, so we have some different color. This color is, I will check this using this pick color from the web page. So I can also inspect this, inspect the color. So I'll inspect, where is this? So color is 74798C. Okay. So color 74798C. So we'll get that color. Cool. And then some font size. So font size is around 24 pixels. Okay. So we built the left part. So now I will remove this border. So left part is built now. So now we will go into the right part. Okay. So for right, what we have done, so I'll close this left one. So for right, we need some something here, like already have an account and all those things. So what I'll do is I will create the div for that. So div with class is equal to account. Okay. And inside this account, I will write the text already have an account. And along with that, I have some button also. So I will write some button. Button text is login. Okay, so we have some question mark here. So for this button, I'll give some class. Class is equal to pt. Okay, so we made all these things. Okay, so now we will write for that account. So dot account. So if you see the account, it is going, it is in the right, and the entire page, right? So for this, we have something called as float, right? It will float to the right of the page. So can you see it is floating to the right of your page? And then we can give some padding to it. So I can give some padding top around 30 pixel maybe. So it is coming like this. It is very large. So I'll keep 20 pixel. Okay, and then padding. So I'll keep only padding. So it will come from all the sides. Okay, from top, bottom, and right. And for this account, the font size is very small. So what I'll do is I will write font size is okay, I guess. So it's okay. For this button, I need to use some classes. So I will write dot button. So for this button, what I'll do is I'll keep some padding inside the button. So 6 pixel and 22 pixel. And then I'll keep some border, 1 pixel solid. So have this color. So I'll copy this color. And then we have background color as white. And then border radius means the curvy borders are there, right? So around 12 pixel. So now we'll get something like this. So we need some spacing between that. So I'll give some margin left to this, margin left as around 10 pixel. Okay, cool. So we got this. So now we build this. So now we want this form kind of thing. So we will build that thing. So I'll come below this account. So I will write a class form, okay, a form kind of thing. And then inside this form, I have some h1 tag that is welcome to JioSaavn. So I will copy that and paste it here. Okay. So for this form, I will write, I'll keep some border so that you can look into it, whether you're getting it correct or not. So it is right now it is going to the top. Okay. So what I'll do is for the form, I will keep position as absolute, right? And then for the parent, what is the parent for this form? The parent for this form is right, class right? So I will keep position as relative. Okay. And then for this form, I'll keep position as, so whatever we did for the left hand side, we are doing the same thing for the right hand side also. Absolute. Okay. is for the form, and then we will keep some height for this. Height has around 70% and width also around 70%. And then I'll keep some top 20% and left around 15%. So let's check what we are getting. So we're getting something like this, and then we will text align center for all the things. So text align center. So we got in the center. So now I can remove this form border. And for this H1, I will keep some class. Class is equal to welcome. Okay. And now for this welcome, I will write some color. Color is, I already have this color 333, and then one font size of 34 pixels. So it will look something like this. And then below this JioSaavn, we have something called as sign up with your email address. That is a p tag. So I will write sign up with your email address. Okay. So I will write some class to it. Class is equal to sign up. And I will write some class names for it. So sign up. So font size is around 15 pixel. Same color. Color is 333. And then let's see. So we are getting more bottom, more margin here. It is by default. We will get between two tags. So to overcome the default, you can give margin in negative value also. So I can give margin minus 10 pixel. So it will go to the top. You can also increase that to minus 12 if you want. Okay, it will increase a bit. And then I'll keep some margin bottom also, so that for the next coming items, it will be a little bit below. Okay, so we build it. So now after this, we have input tags. Those are input tags, right? So I will take input, type is equal to text, and class is equal to, I will write input field. Okay. And then with this input field, I'll keep some placeholder. So what is a placeholder? Email address. So placeholder is equal to email address. Okay. And then we have a few more inputs here. Password and confirm password. So I'll copy this same. So placeholder is equal to password. Then confirm password. Okay, so now we got three input fields, but these three input fields should be below each other. So I'll write some BR. So this BRs will basically break the line. So it will move to the next line. Okay, and then BR. So I'm getting this. So for this input field, I will write some class now. So input field. So for this input field, what all we need? So we need some padding inside there. So padding is 17 pixel, 22 pixel. And then I will take some width also, around 50% width. And then for each of them, I need some margin below each other. So margin bottom, 20 pixel. Okay. And then background is basically white. So let's see once. So you're getting something like this. And border color, there is very huge. So I will change it to some other color. So have this light color. I will copy that border color. Yeah. And then I want some border radius also to make curvy edges. So border radius as around 25 pixels. So I got something like this. And for this email address and password and confirm password are inside. Can you see are inside in the middle, right? So I gave this task as a V assignment for you, U assignment for you. So for that, you need to do something called as, you need to catch something called as placeholder. So you need to write something like this. It is known as pseudo classes. placeholder. So whatever you write inside this will be applied to the placeholder. So I will write some font family, sans serif, font family in the sense font, and then color, basically 3 and then we wanted center, right? So text align center, and then some font size as 16 pixel maybe. So if you see, it is coming into center now. Okay. And after this, we have something called as button. So to create a button, we can also create an input tag for that. So input type is equal to button. Instead of text, you can button. And so you need to give some value to that. So value is, what is the value? Continue, right? So value should be continue. Okay. So now you got this button, and I'll keep some class for this separate class. So I'll keep same class is equal to, I'll give the same class because I want all the things which I want for input field, and I will another class name also as submit. So both these classes will apply for that. So I'll write submit here. So inside submit, I need some other background color. So I have that background color. I'm copying that background color, and then width is around 60% or 50%. Let's check. Yeah. So we're getting something like this, and so color will be white. Okay, and we can increase the font size also, I guess. Font size 34 pixel. 34 is large, so I'll keep 24 pixel. Yeah. So it is looking similar, not exactly, but yeah. So this, I am not a robot. So this is one library, but we can keep it as an image for for now. So I already have this image. So what I'll do is after this confirm password, I'll keep an image tag, and SRC already I have an image for that. So I'll write a.png. So we are using in form of an image because that's an internal library. So for this, we need to write some class names and manage that. So I'll write class name as recap or recaptcha. It is called as recaptcha basically. So I'm writing it as recap. So dot recap. So what I'll do is I'll keep some width 40%, and then height as 10%, and then margin bottom 20 pixel. And then I want some border also for that. So border 1 pixel solid. The color, that is some color C5. So now if you check, you're getting something like this. Okay. So this is some image I'm using for right now, but whenever you're developing, you'll have some libraries for this. So this continue button is looking a bit odd. So keep it as 20. Okay. And below this continue button, we need to go to next slide. So I'll break it here. So here. And below this continue button, we have one more text here. So that is by selecting continue. So I can write this inside a p tag. And so we got this as a p tag. Now I give some class to this. Class is equal to em. Dot em. I think em is already taken. Not taken. Yeah. So for this em, I can write some things. So I don't want the entire width, so I'll give it as 60%. And then I want it center, so margin auto. So it is coming like this. And text align, I want to left. So text align left. Okay, so I'm getting it to the left. And I can also change the font style to italic. So font style italic. That means we'll get cursive handwriting. And font size is around 13 pixel. Okay, and we can also keep line height in the sense it will specify the height between the lines. Okay, so we are getting something like this. So this is anytime anywhere also, we didn't keep any cursive, so we can keep for that also. So where is this anytime anywhere avatar text secondary? Where is this avatar text secondary? Yeah, can keep font style italic. Okay, so we'll get italic style. Yeah. So then we built this. So now we have one text here or continue with. So we can write P or continue. So we're getting something like this. So you can give some class to it. Class is equal to continue because I want to change the color and all. So dot continue, right, font size around 13 pixel, and then color the same color 3. Okay, and then I want some margin from the top. So margin top as around can keep around 20 pixel maybe. Okay, cool. So we're getting this. So below that we have two more buttons. So I'll keep inside a div. So div with class is equal to social. Okay, and inside this I have two buttons. So I'll keep button class is equal to mobile number for the first one. It was asking for mobile number. So then another button class is equal to Facebook. I'll keep FB and I'll write Facebook. Okay. So for this social, I want it to be display flex because I want it to be side by side. So display flex, and I want it to be center, right? So justify content center. So it will come to the center. Okay. And then for Facebook or mobile, so I will write some so background color. I have the background color already. So I have the background, pasting it, and border also same color. So border 1 pixel solid, same border color. And then we have some padding to it. So 15 pixel and 35 pixel. And then color as white, text color as white. And we have some rounded borders. So border radius 20 pixel. Then font size around 16 pixel. So I'm getting something like this. So the same thing I want for Facebook also, right? So I'll copy this again. I'll paste it. I will write instead of mobile, I'll keep FB. But for Facebook, I want different border and different background. So I will replace this with that colors. Okay, so I'm getting these colors. And then for Facebook, I want more padding. 45 and want some margin left also. So margin left of some 10 pixel maybe. Okay, so now I think we are almost done. So mobile number and all those things. Yeah, so please try it on yourself without watching my video, and then you can code it very easily. Follow the box model which I told. So this box model is very important. Thank you.